よろしくお願いいたします。And Mio-san, notebook can just be placed on the front side over here. We'll go grab it. Yeah, thank you very much. Please put your hands in gassho. Namukie butsu. Namukie ho. Namukie so. はい、よろしくお願いいたします。Robert, please.外交上工学校公明軍大供養実法無料供養実法無料供養実法無料下門勲章釈
너라 이쇼라 이쇼 그즉 지신 것이다. 당신의 어쩌지?
In this May, the jacaranda trees are blooming, a soft-purple canopy unfolding above us. There is a quiet anticipation for the busy season yet to come. And still here we are, gathered together, to share our joy, our insights, our excitement, and our wonder. We may not always see the Dharma clearly, but the Dharma never fails to meet us. We each entrust the Sangha, each one of us, with our unique expressions, beyond ideas of right and wrong. We entrust the Buddha Dharma with its infinite forms and pathways as our gateways, always open for us to enter.
Maka hanya haramita shingyo
Kanji Saigo Satsuryojin Hanya Haramita Jisho Kengo Bunkai Kutori Saiku Yakusha Ishi Shiki Yuri Kukuri Shiki Shiki Sokuse Kuku Sokuse Shiki Yu Sogyo Shiki Yaku Ryo Sesha Ishi Sesho Uso Usho Ugetsu Kujo Uso Ugenze Koku Juru Shiki Uju Sogyo Shiki Ugendi Ise Shingi Ushiki Shoko Misoku Ugen Kai
enough foes, therefore we proclaim the Raja Paramita Having chanted the Heart of Great Perfect Wisdom Sutra, we offer the merit to our great benefactor and founder of the doctrine, the original teacher Shakyamuni Buddha, to the eminent ancestor Dogen, to the great ancestor Kazan, that they adorn their awakening, the unsurpassed fruit of Buddhahood. We humbly pray that the blessings of the four benefactors may be fully requited, that the three classes of existence may all be saved, and that sentient beings throughout the triple world equally perfect omniscience. What we hope for is prosperity for the household, long continuity of the family line, prevention of disasters, and that all conditions may be favorable.
As we prepare for the memorial service, which will follow, I'd like to announce the names of those families and friends who passed away in the month of May. With deep gratitude to all who dedicate their efforts to building this future for their loved ones, the future where we live now. These are the people we're dedicating this service to. Ebata Duane Toshinari, May 11th, 2000. Fujinami Michiko, May 2nd, 2010. Hatakeyama Shigetoshi Jackson, May 4th, 1997. Hirata Russell Koichi, May 7th, 2006. Jasmine Ernest, May 22nd, 1965. Kanda Hari, May 11th, 2004. Maeda Hanae, May 27th, 1996. Morita Toru, May 7th, 1996. Murayama Kazuyo, May 9th, 2018. Nakadate Taneko, May 16th, 1990. Nishimura Sue Sumiko, May 21st, 2004. Shpak Harry, May 10th, 1990. Stewart Vicky Victoria Liu, May 13th, 2021. Takahashi Doris, May 4th, 2014. Tonai Ichiro, May 29th, 2001. Yamaguchi Hideo, May 9th, 1999. Yano Kazunari, May 18th, 2016. Yano Miwako, May 2nd, 1947. Yu Zifo, May 2nd, 1998. And to all those we have in our mind who have recently passed away from our families and friends, please chant the sutras and offer your incense for these people that you carry in your mind. I'd like to ask your favor, Elsewhere, would you lead us with Namakie, with Namakie Ho, Namakie. Please put your hands in Gassho. Namakie with Namakie Ho. Namakie Ho. Thank you very much. I certainly heard your voice. Thank you. Now, よろしくお願いいたします。Think everyone's thing is set. Okay. As we start the chanting, I'd like to invite you for incense offering, so please anticipate that as we start the service. よろしくお願いいたします。最高上高下落高五秒分体変国体不要実行不要です不要実行不要です検問分証です
fully perfected, the light penetrates clearly, shining throughout the void, coming back and viewing the world like something in a dream. We humbly beg the three treasures for their illumination. On this occasion of the monthly memorial service, we have respectfully prepared offerings of incense, flowers, lamps, and candles, have chanted sutras and dharanis, that the merit generated thereby may assist their awakened spirit and adorn the land of their reward.
俗名へわたデュエンとしなり霊一生月追善供養の真に愛を手畑先祖代々諸将霊俗名藤波道子霊小月追善供養の真に愛を手藤波家先祖代々諸将霊俗名畠山重俊ジャクソン霊小月追善供養の真に愛を手畠山家先祖類大将霊俗名平田ラッセル光一霊正直追善供養の真に愛用手平竹先祖代々諸将霊俗名ジャスミンアーネスト霊正直追善供養の真に愛用手ジャスミン家先祖類大将霊俗名神田アリー霊正直追善供養の真に愛用手神田家先祖類大将霊俗名前田愛霊正直追善供養の真に愛用手前田家先祖類大将霊俗名森田徹霊正月追善供養の真に愛用手森田家先祖類大将霊俗名村山和代霊正月追善供養の真に愛用手村山家先祖類大将霊俗名中舘種子霊正月追善供養の真に愛用手中舘家先祖類大将霊俗名西村須住子霊正月追善供養の真に愛用手西村家先祖類大将霊俗名四白有霊正月追善供養の真に愛用手四白家先祖類大将霊俗名スチュワール・ビッキービクトリア・ルーレイ正月追善供養の真に愛用手スチュワール家先祖類大将霊俗名高橋よりす霊正月追善供養の真に愛用手高橋家先祖類大将霊俗名東内一郎霊正月追善供養の真に愛用手東内家先祖類大将霊俗名山口レオ霊正月追善供養の真に愛用手山口家先祖類大将霊俗名矢野和成正月追善供養の真に愛用手矢野家先祖類大将霊俗名矢野都霊正月追善供養の真に愛用手矢野家先祖類大将霊俗名ゆずぞ霊正月追善供養の真に愛用手ゆ家先祖類大将霊おのの各家総禅寺5月正月追善供養聖霊にこす
We humbly pray that within the current of birth and death they be as a lustrous pearl shimmering undisturbed in the vast sea, that on the shore of nirvana they be as the cinnamon moon shining alone in the azure sky, guiding the entire world together, climbing the path to awakening.
Now we'd like to dedicate our presents to those of friends to this well-wishing ceremony, well-being ceremony. Let's see if anybody has sent anything. Yes, if you need to write this down. Could you ask me a favor? Just need to catch it. I'll go to cat a little bit. One more incense, could you? Okay, thank you very much. Oh, that's right. In the center.
Humbly we call on Buddha's kindness.
詳細妙吉祥だらにの関税本南仏領仏類領仏念仏法僧縁上楽が上長年関税本法年関税本年々中心期年々不利心関税論南仏
emanating wisdom, having chanted the Enmei Jukukanangyo for protecting life, we dedicate these benefits to, please bow your head, the well-being, health, and complete healing of our friends, Chi-Che Lee, Ji-Hua Jia, Len Sims, Marilu Miranda, Kiyoshi Saito, Dinesh Likrage, Mary Gonzakari, ILR, ILK, Sharon Maeda, Tammy Jasmine, Nobuhiro Yokoyama, and Mount Rocky Mountains and Sangha. May lift your head. May they be deeply supported, be at peace and free from suffering, and may they, together with all beings, realize Buddha's way.
Please put your hands in Gassho. May this humble merit of reciting the sutras, offering the incense, flowers, candles, and tea and sweet, offering your presence, our thoughts and good wishes, our practice, a livelihood, all be extended to our loved ones, families and friends, to all living beings. Namakie Butsu.
Namaste.
Namakie Ho.
Namaste. Ho.
Namakie So.
Namaste. So.
Thank you very much. Arigatou gozaimashita. Thank you for joining us for today's service. In your time, both in person and on Zoom, I'd like to also extend my appreciation to friends Shujo-san, Shushin-san, Sarah and Robert. You might have noticed that I'm pushing them farther forward. I'd like to just share a brief message. I've been borrowing very wise monk's words. I'm a language teacher and I'm an interpreter by nature, so my temptation is I'd rather introduce great teacher's message. I have my own little bit of an insight, but there are just amazing teachers out there. And after my message, I'd like to invite Shushin-san, Shujo-san, and Sarah-san as well, and Robert, just a brief introduction and their insight as they continue to practice their practice. Here's this message that I recently discovered and shared on my page on social media as well. What is rightness? The character for the right, which I was going to write in calligraphy, I'm sorry, and the right in Japanese and Chinese is made of 5 strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tadashi. Tadashi. It's written as stopping at 1. So the first line is 1, and then rest is stop. That's what it means in the kanji letters, at least in Japanese. Now, what is this 1 that we stop? Perhaps it's a matter of whose rightness we're talking about, a question framed within the context of relationships. Could this one be a kind of greatest common denominator? Such rightness is nothing other than something that exists within various relationships. To cling to rightness is merely the action or reaction of those relationships. And perhaps that's all there is to it. It's also common for various righteousness to conflict with one another. I see that in the United States quite commonly. That I wonder if that's a particular view that I have as Japanese immigrant. In Japan, surprise, we have this as well, always. Now, this is much like the discussion of easy practice, difficult practice, self-power, other power in the religious world. Ultimately, self-centered problems of definitions. Zen does not establish such a one. The right is a true Dharma. In Zen does not imply relative one. It indicates an absolute one, a reality that goes far beyond duality, words, or definitions. This very moment, right here, the way life is, the truth of arising and ceasing within and beyond the self. You can call this one God, nature, infinity, or Buddha, but it remains utterly unwavering within the network of relationships in which people live. It is a true nature of life, the actual reality. It is oneness. We call this ichinyo in Japanese. Here there's no room for self-righteousness, no reason for conflict, and no room for contradictions. Facing and accepting this emptiness directly allows us to reconstruct our relationships. In this space, the ego, the I that acts as a bottleneck, is unnecessary. It is a way of life where values and ethical conduct are always directed toward that emptiness. In this way, we align with ourselves, with others. This is what rightness is in Zen. It truly means in this tradition. I'm grateful for the presence of such teachers who can convey the subtle nature of our practice, the traditions our parents and grandparents, our ancestors have been carrying to our generation. I'd like to invite our actual practitioners, Sangha members. Let's see. Oh, Shushin-san, I have your name right here.
Thank you, and good morning. It is always a question of how do we face both the joys and the challenges that we encounter as we move forward in life. And there is often a lot of talk of gratitude. And sometimes when I talk about this with other people, there's a little bit of a pushback, especially when the question is, how do we find gratitude in negative or challenging circumstances? Because a lot of times people hear that as meaning that it is good that the bad thing happened, or that it is good that we are facing these challenges. Rather, by seeking areas of gratitude even in the face or through those challenges, instead we are choosing not to waste an opportunity. Instead, we are choosing that even though there are specific actions that we can or perhaps cannot take in order to rectify or work with these challenges, that these challenges are not going to become the only story or the only point or the only truth in our existence. Rather, we search for parts to be grateful, and in that gratitude, we find rest and strength to then move forward and take action in the face of the challenges we are dealing with. And so a lot of times gratitude is not giving permission for these things to happen, but rather it is a way for us to gain strength to continue moving forward and work towards what we can do when we face these. Thank you.
Hello, all of you. We have met earlier. My name is Shujo. I just came back from Japan. I was there for my second ango, and I'm happy to be back, but I'm sad to be back because I did enjoy it a lot. And what I would like to say or to point out actually is what's interesting. We practice there a lot of ceremonies and new practitioners and new monks there. They often ask, why do we have to do these hours and hours of chanting and meditation and so on? And the interesting thing today is it's not only for the moment you're doing it, and in the beginning when you knew there, you don't realize it. But the longer you're at the monastery, you start to realize it's actually not only that. Whatever you do there is non-separated, is non-separable from each other. You chant, and then 10 minutes after you changed your robes, you rub the kitchen floor, or you work in the garden, and then after that you meditate for an hour and a half. And that teaches you that our path and the practice is ongoing. It's not only doing this and doing that. It's ongoing all day, our entire life. And so I learned so much there, not only in a concrete way, but also in a spiritual way. And when I came out from the monastery, there is always my first couple of days, which was a year ago in Okayama and now directly in Los Angeles. I got out of the airport and you see the thousands of people there, and I looked at all of them and I was thinking, what are they doing? What are they doing? And you realize after that you're in a mental state of oneness. And you look at all these individuals there and how fragmented they are to each other and in themselves. So the only thing I can say is practice Zazen, stay on your path, and it will all become one. Thank you.
師匠 san, as he said, came back from Japan. That is long practice. I'm happy that he came back in good health and quite inspired how he took it all, and now he's sharing that with us. Shishin san also went, but his practice continues. I'd like to also introduce your friends Sarah and Robert, each as lay practice leaders. And this is a segment. As recently, new Pope Leo, have also started mentioning the presence of lay teachers, lay leaders, and how even in the Catholic tradition, this has been something people are starting to pay attention. Same with the Buddhist tradition. There's a group of people who've been dedicating their life as lay leaders. In Japanese tradition, we have just priests, we have followers. But we also have in Japan, we call Sanzensha in Japanese. Sanzensha is one who engaged in Zen practice as a lay. The population is a little bit small. However, in North American continent, they constitute a major part of the population of Zen followers in this continent. And my hope was that I could sort of introduce these people who are taking the most of the population of North American Buddhist population slowly, but in a way that they respect the roots of Japanese Americans, how our parents and grandparents brought this tradition from Japan, respectively from their country. Sarah and Robert are such people who come and understands what we value, but also shares this practice as we did a well-being ceremony, comes from Angel City Zen Center. Great thing about this lay-led practice is relatability. How it does relate to us in the modern day, they represent that particular value in today's Zen culture in this continent. Sarah, could you?
Thank you, Gilke, for inviting me to share a few reflections on leadership and practice. It's really a pleasure to be with you all today. So I started practicing with Angel City Zen Center about 7 years ago. I was really drawn to the mix of teacher-led leadership and the way that the community was truly peer supported. I really learned Zen by just doing as a lay practitioner. So I moved in. I was a regular at the center for a couple of years. I moved in as a resident in 2020 and really had a chance to absorb the forms over time. Obviously, it kind of came in for Zazen and meditation, but gradually started participating in ceremonies and retreats and being able to be part of some of the rituals. And then my practice just sort of grew naturally into more of a lay leadership role over time. Dave, my teacher, who I think, Daibu-san, who some of you have met, he did 2 angos in Japan. And during that period of time, both Robert and I did a lot to step up and make sure that the center was taken care of and that we all, that everything kept running while he was gone. So, things just sort of gradually became a little bit more serious in my practice. But I also, I'm a householder, so carrying on a big life outside of the center. And I think to Gyoke's point, there are a lot of people in the States that are, here in America that are serious about practice. And, we talk often about Zazen, how a lot of people come in for Zazen, but I think there is a big role for lay leaders to invite people into further and deeper forms of practice like we do here at Sozenji, and being able to play in ceremonies and do, observe the forms that we learn here. So it's been kind of an ongoing path for me, and, the path reveals itself along the way. And I'm very grateful for having the opportunity to practice with you all and go deeper into the forms. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Robert. So as Sarah was saying, I've been at ACZC for a few years, and lately I've been trying to come here more often, about once a month. I won't be long, but I'll just share, a little bit of what I've been kind of experiencing with this practice. Is that today, for example, this was something new for me, and I was learning not just what to play, but how to engage in the playing of the bells. And part of that is watching other people and seeing how they move and seeing when they bow. And it occurs to me in all this that, it's a great way to look at, kind of how we might be in life. So often we can go along with expectations, but to be attentive and aware of those around us and to remember how we're interconnected with all of them. And not just now, but, before, in generations past, and how these have been played in a way similar for so long. And for me, connecting with that feeling gives me a sense of humility and of gratitude to be part of it and to remember that, I am a small part of this much larger whole. So I'm very, very grateful to be here, and I want to thank you all for attending as well, and thank you again.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much again. Coming up next at the Sozenji Temple is Sir Robert and the other friends from Angel City. They're doing a retreat from June 6th to 9th. And Sarah's doing a lay Dharma combat ceremony, something you saw at the beginning of last year, right? So that's happening. If you're interested, that's happening on June 8th, Sunday, correct?
June 8th, yes.
June 8th, yes. And also, let's see, next event is Sozenji's Obon, happening on July 13th. So please save the date, and that's the day we are having the summer festival. Shujo-san is also planning his Dharma combat ceremony at Jikoji Temple. It's my close old friend's temple in Japan, and his practice also continuing with this. And for Shushin-san, I've set the date 2027, and I'm telling you, Elsewith, that's where you'll be standing in here as Benji, as you did Yuso Keita, the boy did. So that's coming up in 2 years, so just letting you know. So lots are happening, and I'd like to continue the tradition of Sozenji as a great practice center, as well as a community center. As far as a community side, cultural aspect, there's a Japanese language school who's here. Stacy has been a part of this class, and I invited Shujo-san. And there are some others who are interested in continuing to do Japanese. Nothing overly intense. It's more for people who love the Japanese culture and Japanese language. This is also an aspect of this community. After this, there's some curry and rice. If you're hungry, please stay. But if you need to go, please do. Now, thank you so much for sharing your whole time with us. Please put your hands in gassho. Let's go. Yes. Elsewith, would you like to do Namukie Ho? Namukie So with a big voice if you can? And I will follow you. Okay. Namukie Butsu. Namukie Ho. Namukie So. Thank you. Thank you very much. And we'll take a group photo. I'd like to first start with people on Zoom. So I'm going to stop recording.